Got it. Ah, cool. Maximum rage increase. On a blood mead. Give me that blood mead. Let's go. Alright.
Hey, that could be valuable.
Yeet.
Wow. Never been this close to the mountain before. Looks so big.
What's the autofix?
Wish
The
I was here to
hell?
see it.
Boy.
Fix my Twitch settings on that one. That should not be happening. Second here. Go. Because you guys should be getting that weird face instead of the stream just fucking cutting out. Settings. Stream. Yeah, disconnect protection's on. So weird. Oh well. Back to the game. Alright.
Hey, look at that. What is it?
Boy.
Look, there are runes written along the side.
What does it say?
As we are, we two, we three. As I alone can never be.
A riddle.
Maybe there's a clue around here. Seems like maybe those rings should be turning. The rings are turning! Come back down.
Right. Not quite. Right again. Come to me now. Here we go.
Right.
Almost had it.
That's it. I see runes.
Boy. What do those runes say?
Oh, it says family. That's not a clue. It's the answer. What I alone can never be. Right?
Use your knife and trace the runes into the sand.
Really? Kinslow. Something happened! It worked! I'm happy we met Brock, but I'm happier we're leaving this place.
It is behind us now.
That's the obvious way to go. Ooh, more masks.
What's that up there?
We can't get up there anyway, duh. Or at least not traverse the way we have available.
Boy, these tracks.
A boar, maybe? Not sure, but I'll find it.
Go. It is important for a warrior to keep his skills sharp.
You. There we go. Oh, can't go for the head. Gotcha. Ah. Gonna pop this here. Son of a bitch. Oh. Damn it. Yeah, he's not dropping anything. Cool. All right. Come here. Oof. Hook the eye with the axe. Squish the motherfucker. Ooh, what do we got here? Heavy runic attack. Baldi's Handful. Devastating area of attack. Freezes all enemies caught in a blast. Yeah. Go to the skills. There's weapons. Get this. All these. What was it? L1 and R2 freezes. Cool. Like it. Oh, I didn't build more of this. It. There we go. Yeah, let's go. XP on that one. Cool. We're cool. We're cool. So now we can do this. Nice. I think I used that a lot. And then we have that. Alright. I am here for it.
What does it say?
Thurs symbolize the three Norns.
Nornir.
The fates.
The fates. No good comes from them.
Okay.
Where is the other one? Oh shit. This is the one that's got a time limit. Yep. And we needed to find a position to be able to get all of them within a short period of time. I mean, he jumps. He just only jumps when he needs to.
Boy, over here.
Huh. Interesting. I may want to write that down.
No, you were supposed to write it down. Why'd you erase it, bro? Now how is anybody supposed to read it? Okay. Where's the other one? Whoop.
Now where should we go?
How you doing today, Skander? That's fine. That happens. Who knows? Maybe we get in the next one. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, yeah? How'd you like it? Damn it. Yes.
We can open the chest now.
Did a lot? And health upgrade.
Atreus, follow me.
Oh, God. Yeah, you mean the last part of that last section of the game? Yeah, that was a big complaint of mine. That, like, the entire last segment of the game. Because it's that, and then you fight that final boss. And it's like there was one boss fight before that, but, like, it was really... I don't know. It was so different from the rest of the game. I still want to see what they do with the next one. But yeah, that last bit just felt so different from the rest of the game.
Shoot when you're ready. Remember, draw to your chest. The wild boar's hide is thick.
But I hit it, didn't I? I did what you said and it looked like it bounced off. Could the board be magical?
What do you think?
It looked weirder than any boar I've ever seen.
Get after it then.
Well, yeah, the first one did well enough that tends to happen. Plus, you know, once you have your base set of assets,
Something else.
you can improve upon those, right?
Some of the bodies are those weird dead things.
And then from there, they just got world design to work on. Massive upgrades here and there. Yeah, you got a game. Oh, I missed my parry on that one. Come here.
I think you got him.
Your sarcasm is not appreciated, young man. I'll not have you comment on my murder, thank you.
Look, it's squeezed under that pillar.
Or you know, you could just hope that I have my my sleep bombs, right? Your get out of jail free card with the sleep pouches.
Relax. Accuracy over speed. Yes!
Do not lose it.
Boy, the knife. Kids are always in a hurry. They always.
Boy.
Uh-oh. Right. Fuck, this part stressed me out.
Boy.
Boy!
Where are you?
Hurry, Father!
I'm doing the wrong boy.
I found him! Please hurry!
Atreus!
He's slowing down!
So, testing set. No.
Atreus!
Kukiyomi 2. What is that? I know what Brawlhalla is. I like Brawlhalla. It's kind of fun. But definitely not like a game I take too seriously. Kukiyomi? Is that how you say that?
What did you do? I'm sorry!
Atreus!
We didn't know he belonged to anyone.
He doesn't. He's my friend.
The boy was following my command.
Then help fix this. Hold here, please. Hold, I said. He's losing blood.
Then this is your problem now.
Shoot him. You need
Very
food?
Japanese, simplistic art where you get WarioWare style scenarios that are short where you either have to do polite or rude action. Interesting.
Sorry.
Keep that pressure on. The blame is mine. I should have kept a closer eye.
Will he die?
I will not let him. You. The arrow cut a tideway inside him. Find both ends and hold them tightly. Start with the left side. Grab it and hold. Now the right side. Hold it tight. Good. Now pull them together. Line them up.
You're a witch.
I can't finish the healing here. My home is just beyond the trees there. You will carry him. He must not die. Good. He's staying
Damn it, I
stable
was
and calm.
really looking forward to bacon.
Kratos.
That sounds really cool. I might look into it sometime as a fun little distraction game. Is it multiplayer like WarioWare, or?
That bow's a little big for you, isn't it?
My mother made it for me. Said I'd grow into it.
I've never seen you in these woods. She must miss you being away from home.
She's dead. We're taking her ashes to the highest peak in the realms.
Ashes?
It was her last wish.
Boy,
I'm sorry for your loss.
Sorry for my loss, but you're making me carry my lunch to not get it. It's an awful lot of work for food I'm not gonna eat.
We're here.
You live in a tree?
Not in it. Below it. Emily!
Look!
It's all right.
Typical.
Is he
I
friendly?
don't believe so. Okay. No worries.
boy.
I promise you, he's safe.
Don't you give me that look, turtle.
Quickly. Place him on the stave there. Keep him still.
You live alone?
It's better this way.
What are you insinuating, boy?
Father doesn't like people either.
Boy.
Well, you don't.
Hold him still before he hurts himself. Good. Easy. Rest now. I need 2 more things. Fresh red root grows just behind the house. Can you pull a cluster?
Dad, should I? Yep. Well, yeah, you've taken me this far. Fuck.
What else?
I know you're a god. Not of this realm, but there's no mistaking it. He doesn't know, does he? About your true nature? Or his own?
That is none of your concern.
The gods of these realms don't take kindly to outsiders, trust me. I know. When they find you, and they will, they'll make things difficult. The boy will want answers.
We know.
That will be my problem.
Whatever you're hiding, you cannot protect him forever. But you're right. Doesn't concern me. I also need lamb's cress. Do you mind? It's a white petal flower in my garden. Just a handful.
Fine. Lamb's cress.
There we go. Where are you, Atreus?
Can you help? I can't quite get it.
There he is. It does? Okay, cool. Cool.
Would this help?
I dropped it?
When you were chasing the animal.
What's wrong with me? If I lost it, then
You did lose it.
You lost it. I just happened to find it.
I'll take better care of it from now on.
Better. Man, if ever there's some shit I can relate to. We always expect a little too much out of our kids sometimes. We forget how very easy it is to just get hyper-focused on one thing.
Exactly what I need.
So he's gonna live?
Yes.
Then we are leaving.
Wait. Not without thanks.
Thanks, we're the ones who fucking...
You want solitude? This mark will hide you from those who might make your journey difficult. Luina.
Can I have that mark too?
Luina.
2, please.
Hemele. There's a shortcut below the house that leads safely out of these woods.
The mark that keeps everybody away.
Down.
I wanted one of
Head
those.
towards daylight.
Will we see you again?
As much or as little as you like. Now get out of here.
Come, boy.
God, Kratos, you and the fucking body goals here.
Passage should put you back on your path to the mountain. Just use the boat. Wait, and take this. You can use it to orient yourself and navigate the world. It will always steer you towards your goals.
I see a boat.
Can't do anything with that yet.
Nightmare!
What? Where? Oh, okay. Come here.
Nightmares. Mom used
Bastards.
to tell me about them. Didn't think they were actually real.
Nightmares.
Yeah. They give people nightmares. Or they are nightmares. I don't remember which.
Could be both. Looking like that?
Isn't that heavy?
Yes.
Isn't that heavy? Yeah, but fucking... Doesn't change the fact that I'm pushing it. Man, you think this body comes without a little bit of a push-pull day? Let's go. Also, letting that pig die, live? Unacceptable. I need my protein, boy. It's under... the grip. Alright, fair enough. Definitely overthinking on things to be done here.
Over there. me to the mountain quick. I just can't believe I'm here, doing all this. There was a time I thought I'd never leave our woods. Leaving my own beds.
You were not to blame for your sickness.
Oh, I know. I guess I'm just saying. This is great. There's the mountain. Look how close we are.
We flow into seawater.
How do you know?
Do you not smell it?
If that smells the sea.
Damn, this kid's been no. Well, I mean, I'm one to talk. I've been near the ocean twice and not in the ocean. If that makes sense. Like, I've been in places where I can see the ocean.
God of thunder.
Only the
That's right.
Atlantic Ocean.
I never thought you
Never been on
listened
the
to
West
stuff like
Coast.
that.
I so
But,
Did she speak of one who could feel no pain?
Oh, that sounds like Baldur,
Balder.
an Aesir god, son of Odin and Frigg.
yeah, I haven't seen,
That's right.
Swap isn't too expensive.
ask?
Okay.
I see runes there in this chest. Can't quite make
Well, then
it
read
out.
them, boy. Boy, read them. Read for me. I can't.
It reads, sacrifice your arms to the center of the water. Awaken again the cradle of the world. What? Throw our weapons into the water? Guess that won't be a problem for you. Are you gonna do it?
Does the look on my face tell you that I'm going to do it? Yeet!
The axe did not return.
I was also thinking more, I guess, when you're saying mini games, I was thinking WarioWare specifically, and that's more competitive, like 1v1 or, you know, be races sort of situation. But I guess you're explaining it more a gameplay thing as opposed to it like actually being competitive, and it's like short, quick choices you have to make in the game. Yeah.
Stay calm, boy.
Oh yeah! This is great! Yeah! Mom said he's friendly!
What does it say?
I don't know! That was amazing! Wait! There's the shipwreck way over there. See that? And there's a statue of Thor. Except I can see a lot more of him now.
The water dropped, and the serpent rose.
Oh, that must be why the beach wasn't there before, see? And there's the mountain. Look it. That building leads from the foot of the mountain to that golden tower.
As in, like, is he gonna be in the second
Just
game,
on the
or
surface.
like what place he has in the second game,
There, next to the flag.
or how close to Norse mythology they're sticking?
We're going to the dock first, right? We'll be the first people to walk on it, and who knows how long.
You know that serpent?
He's one of the giants. He's so big he's wrapped around the whole world and bites his own tail.
An exaggeration.
I don't know. Looked pretty big to me. How long do you think this has been here?
A very long
Yeah, I've beaten
time.
this one, so I know. I don't know who else like might be watching, or try not to spoil too much. But we know who the boy is after we're done with the
It
game.
would seem.
If it isn't the bearded beaver, it is Sackseed. Have I got something for you
The
too?
bearded beaver.
But how did you...
None of your fucking business. Now get in here.
I fucking love this.
Don't go making
God
big
damn
ass
it.
in my spot.
How'd you get here? None of your fucking business. You little shit.
What do you think he wants?
To test our patience.
When word gets out about my new shop, folks will finally come out of hiding. They'll be clawing all over each other just to catch a whiff of my wares. You watch.
I know it's childish to laugh just because the fucking dwarf swears, but goddamn.
You rush around like that everywhere? Yeesh. Catch. The pile of rocks there? With that key of Yggdrasil, you can open a magic door to the branches of the World Tree. A shortcut between the realms. If you
Interesting.
ever see 'em out in the world, use it to get back to me quick.
Well, if you're familiar with Norse mythology, Jormungandr has a very interesting father figure.
You do.
Parent figure, actually, at this point, because Loki has been mother and father to...
Over the edge of the path, lest you want death.
Yeah, I don't see us wanting that.
I'm sure your winning smiles armor enough, but why take chances? Safe, bruiser boy.
Don't we know it?
I'm sure that'll keep you out of trouble.
Weapon pommels can be equipped. Each pommel will increase stats and provide unique perks. Curved recovery, weighted recovery. Yeah, because I think Loki is father to Jormungandr and mother to Fenris, right? Is that how that works? Amber knows the deep lore on that one.
Best of luck with all the rampaging.
God, I love his sarcasm. He chose a +1 Thor into the giant winding when his hammer was stolen and was a charismatic bard in this situation. Yep.
Atreus, follow me.
You're right there.
Yeah. Norse mythology is full of all sorts of weird comedy, but at the same time, their views on the gods can come off as like a little... They seem to think them very childish and temperamental, to say the least. Where'd he go? There he is.
With luck, that tower leads through to the mountain.
I'm ready.
Kratos my way in there. Well, I was referring more to there's a story. The way it goes is so Thor and Loki's chariot, the goats, if they die one night or they die overnight, as long as the bones are available and they don't go anywhere, the goats come back to life. So Thor and Loki will actually regularly eat the goat.
I still can't read these.
And then you know, the next morning they're able to go, to deal with them. But there's a story where they stayed at a farm one day,
Look,
you know,
it's the world serpent. He's
and
so much bigger than I
the
imagined.
farmer did them the favor of giving them shelter,
Look, he bit Thor.
and then Thor and Loki went and just
Will bite him.
ate some goat meat,
Looks like.
you know, from their goats. But the people who they were staying with,
I told you. You should come back with the cipher. What is that?
they're like, oh, hey, we should take some of this goat meat too. Oh, wait, if we do this. Oh, we gotta freeze it. Okay, yep. So what they did was, but there was no meat left, so they ended up, like, breaking one of the bones and eating the marrow out of it, because that was enough for them. Because this was a starving farmers. And then Loki and, like, when Loki and Thor went to wake up in the morning and give their goats a ride, one of them had a fucked up leg. And they got really pissed at these farmers who, you know, let them have their house and shit. But, you know, they didn't bother to share a little bit of food with them. And then, like, wreck their farm in a fucking fit of rage. Dab the mask, boy.
Hey, it's a fragment of a language cipher. We should look for more like this.
Okay, yeah, if I let that go, it'll kill us.
Oh, what were those things? They smell awful.
Your mother called them scorn poles. Poison magic. She was the one who showed me how to disable them. What?
It's just funny to think of her teaching you something.
Yes.
Oh, hello. Things I'll do for money. Cool. Which con? Or yeah, no. What kind of con? I think is what I was trying to say.
Whoa. Sure is foggy here.
Or rather, what I meant to say. Anime? Cool, cool.
Another dwarf. Should we...
No. He is of no.
I imagine you went on cosplay?
Excuse me, but, how did you come by that, axe?
That is my concern alone.
And, while I won't dispute that, I know that blade. It was one of ours, but, we didn't make it for you.
Step aside.
I can't. See, the woman we made it for, I was, well, I am.
What'd you go as?
And I would be somewhat
New cosplay or?
pleased if it turns out that you did something to her.
No new ones was fun. Made some new friends, hung out with them a lot. I don't get to hang out with a
She
lot.
left its father before she
I was
died.
already friends with. Cool. Good to hear, man. Always good to get out and meet, hang out with people that you know.
I'm very, very sorry to hear that.
Cool.
He was a fierce warrior. And
Hey, Chainsaw Man starts tomorrow. Now we're talking about anime. I'm looking forward to that one.
okay. I will make improvements to the axe.
But nobody asked you to.
Well, it's true, but knowing your mother, she would have insisted I repair that act of vandalism perpetrated against her axe by my...
I knew it. You are Rock's brother.
Also, I think there's a new episode of Spy Family up soon. Or now.
The blue
That I have to
one
watch?
is your brother.
Yes. Though my talents are vastly superior. No boast.
Let's cosplay Gilgamesh,
Wed
Fate
Fri.
Zero. Mine. Carrying an empty wine with me, fly BSG, America.
Do not undo his work. Improve upon it only.
So, for Halloween last year,
Yeah.
one of our sons
But can you
Uh,
put it down over there? That handle is...
No.
went in the, it's so filthy. Oh, God. Oh, it's gross. I love this guy for this. Oh, it's so disgusting.
Oh,
He went as a UA student for Halloween for My Hero Academia.
So
This year he wanted to go as a just a generic plague doctor. I was like, all right, that's cool. And then me and Amber were trying to come up with a costume, and we decided, since Amber is small enough and our son is big enough,
all down.
you know how to fix it?
Not even a little.
she's gonna wear his old UA outfit, and then we got a new one for me. So we're both going as
Did you really make that axe from my mother?
Oh, I'd recognize it.
UA
anywhere.
students.
Ask me. It's one of our best. Infused with the echoing screams of 20 frost trolls. Give or take.
But why her? How did you know her?
She sought us out in the beginning. She was a special woman. She wanted to protect people. I suppose we thought it was a chance to give power to someone who'd use it for good. She even spoke our native tongue. She'd say, Madurin sem gengur, egen vigum hans.
Gengur on.
That's right. Impressive. I see a lot of her in your eyes. You know?
Thanks, Cinder.
Don't touch me.
What? I didn't. I won't. I'll come back later.
God. Germaphore blacksmith or dwarf blacksmith. That's fucking. That's a unique one. Cool. Is that a thing you enjoy doing? Working in like a haunted house or that sort of environment? Where's that coming from? Oh, here. Nice. Cool. Cool. That sounds fun.
Do you ever get used to this?
Yep. Third one is. gotta say, the options for, or the idea and options and intensity of haunted houses, haunted scare rides in general, has definitely gone up like way ahead of what it was when I was a goddamn kid. I tell you what, I'm impressed. There's some of like the unique ideas you can come across. Okay, where? That's the one. I think. Is that the one? Nope. Other way. Other way. Okay. Other way. Yeah. That should do it. What's in here? Is it the health one or is it the rage one? The rage one. Cool. So, you said you're acting in it, so I'm assuming you're one of the guys that either takes people through the place or
Are we getting closer to the
spooks
mountain?
them from behind like the trapdoors?
He really didn't want anyone to open that.
Huh. Scared interactions. Cool. Cool.
Why let a deadly curse stop you?
Whoops. Whoops.
Atreus, to me.
Come on. I'm working on that. He just seems to have some pretty bad aim right now. But I don't think he's particularly close to the fight. Oh, I pressed that too quickly. That was a block, not a... Oh! Get over here! Forgot I had this. Fair enough. Alright. Fucking... God. That was very sloppy of me. Fair enough. We're not there yet, I guess. That's another one of these mirror entrances. These are the Valkyrie doors, aren't they?
We'll need something to get through this one.
My memory is not there, but... You.
Do you think for this last leg up the mountain that maybe I can carry her?
I told you no.
Why? She meant more to me than you anyway.
Oof!
I just meant
Damn!
more time with her. You were off hunting a lot.
It would serve me to stop talking.
I don't disagree.
We are done here.
Alright. What is this gonna do? Wrong one. Now, will this actually blow it up? Yes! Alright, beautiful. You love to see it. Will you get close up? Oh, will you blow up the rocks at least? Try that again. Blow up those rocks. Kill that poison. Bingo! And brute force our way through that quote-unquote puzzle. Whoa, oh, oh, fuck! Actually, one of my sons was playing motion dash stack to follow up strict during the dash. Ooh, I might keep the freeze and go for that. I forgot to press the equip button on all my shit. The defense goes down, luck goes down, but vitality goes up, and I can trigger it to gain health. Let's do that. My sons have been playing Katamari recently, or at least one of them has been. In my challenge and whatnot to get them to finish some more games. Oh, I was going to need that, wasn't I? Finish some more games before I bought them Splatoon 3. Ultimately, they earned it. We had such a big video game collection, they weren't playing enough of them, but I was more than happy to get Splatoon 3 in the house. I was going to get in the house anyway, but I figured for timing wise, it was like, if you want it soon, you're going to have to beat some games, guys. That's my favorite fucking Atreus moment in this goddamn game. I just told my kids, we have such a big video game collection. They wanted Splatoon 3, and I was like, you gotta beat some fucking games, kids. And we have Katamari Damacy, the remake on the Switch. So that was one of the ones. Hey, Conchi. How you doing today? Uh-oh. We did not kill him.
Ready yourself.
Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, fuck, 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 fuck. Coming to get you. Give me that. Pull his eyes out by the socket. Let's go.
An ogre? Here? Who built this place?
Who isn't going to use a giant thing to beat off little things? Yay, upgrade materials! Cool. Jamin?
Whoa. I can see why Mom wanted us to bring her here.
Indeed.
Kratos is like, fuck, another mountain. God damn it. Tired of mountains. I spent years fighting a bunch of assholes in a mountain in Greece. Now you're making me climb to one and fucking... Oh, jeez.
Stay back, boy.
Ugh. What is that?
Let's find another way up.
Favorite Switch games. That's a big one.
Wish she was here.
Big ass.
Bet she could get us past
I mean, I
this.
like Breath of the Wild.
My magic
Played
is
the
useless
shit out of that one.
against
I've
the
been through
Black
it
Breath,
twice.
and there's no way around it. Odin saw to that long ago.
What are you doing here?
Making sure you can finish your journey.
Why wait to warn us?
I was busy saving my friend, if you remember.
Mario Odyssey's pretty good too. Just trying to narrow it down.
There's a corruption of magic. Even I can't
Um,
decide. Only the pure light of Alfheim is strong enough to break through. But that road is long. What does this goal mean to you?
It's everything.
Follow me.
Why help us?
I haven't had a chance to try Splatoon yet, so.
Maybe I see more of myself in you than I'm willing to admit. Maybe. Maybe by helping you, I'll make up for a lifetime of mistakes.
But he doesn't have
Maybe
to
I'm just
jump.
like you.
You see.
Even though we shot your friend?
Even though you shot my friend, yes.
Where must we go?
To a realm beyond your own.
Mario Maker's pretty good. Mario Maker 2, but that hardly counts. That's more of a platform than a game.
We're going to another realm? Are you coming with us?
Only for a little while.
Only for a little while.
Mario Kart's fine, but that's Not that different from the Wii. For God, there's so many games that were
We'll
like
use
good on the
this.
Wii and are still good on the Switch.
Kratos.
Can't. Sindri said it was broken.
Sindri.
The dwarf.
You think we have the OLED Switch?
He was fixing it when we got here.
If you can get a good deal on it, go for it. It depends really on. Oh, Golf Story is really good. I did like that one. I forgot that was only on the Switch. For some reason, that reads as like a game you can mostly local multiplayer for friends.
Just give that a turn.
Then you don't really need the OLED. Whoop! What the fuck, Kratos? Like, what I found the OLED was good for is it has the big difference is that you got that screen for the portability, which is good if you're going to be traveling around a lot. That's a great thing to have. If you're playing online multiplayer a lot, it's the only way you can get the Switch to hardline.
Thankfully, it's
So-
no longer underwater.
Why is that creature in the bay?
No one knows. He just appeared one day. Soon after, Thor attacked.
I'm okay. I like the Switch Lite
Felt across
if it's strictly like I need a portable Switch.
It ended in a
We
storm.
have two Switch Lites in the house. One's one of my sons, and one is just kind of the family one. One of the family ones.
He now spans all of Midgard.
See? Told you.
They've hated each other ever since. Destined to kill each other.
Yeah, the OLED has a larger
You
screen.
believe in Ragnarok?
I dearly wish I didn't, child.
But again, it's like that situation
We
of
actually talked to the world.
if you're using it portable,
Exaggeration.
yeah, it's good, it's worth it.
Sounds I've never heard before. But when he talks,
And if you're using online multiplayer,
Sadly, no one.
it's got the dock for hardlining, which is your improvement. Aside from that, those are your really big differences. Like you can still get SD cards and everything for Switches and whatnot, so you know, space isn't that big of a deal.
Watch your step. Just along here.
You sure? We came through here before and there's no way back across. See?
Is that
Yeah,
so?
I've been through so many Switch Joy-Cons, man. It drives me up the fucking wall. Drift is the most egregious thing fucking ever.
Dios.
What? It's solid.
Bayonetta 2, I mean, if you, like,
My bowstring was soaked in the light of Alfheim. It can now reawaken the magic of the elves.
Wait.
I like Bayonetta 2. I usually play on a Pro controller, though. So,
This way.
I want one. Those roots. What kind of magic is that?
It's Vanir.
From Vanaheim?
You know of it?
Just stories. Mother didn't say much about the Vanir gods. Just
and like a game like Bayonetta plays better with a Pro controller anyway, but, I mean, I have that kind of expendable income to be able to get, like, a Pro controller, no problem, right? I have 2 Pro controllers, 5 Switches in my house. It's fucking ridiculous, so. Yeah. Excuse me.
Tyr's temple. Built with help from the giants, Great Tyr used it to travel the 9 realms and keep the peace between them.
I've been getting more and more into my, like,
Where we go?
for a while, even though I had a PS5, I was still kind of leaning towards my,
Once trails would have been full.
my Switch to play games, but I'm definitely more on my PS5. But that's just because there's been more games I've been interested in playing on the PS5, which are mostly also available on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, to be honest. So it's not really like
Right at the bottom of these stairs.
Hey, another one of those light crystals.
Wait there while I reawaken the light. Leosta.
That did it. What are we doing exactly?
Mending the disrepair. Start by lifting that axle. Good. Now push it back into place.
it does run really well. Like for instance, Days Gone, I wouldn't have been able to play on a PS4. Like it runs like absolute garbage on a PS4.
Perfect. Now push the bridge along the track.
What? The whole entire bridge is turning. How How is the whole entire bridge turning? Boy, you're really strong.
Just keep pushing until the bridge reaches its first position. Tired yet?
No.
He's always been really strong.
You're not done yet. You have to push the bridge all the way to the end for the mechanism to reset.
I think I actually paid full price for the PS5 version of Ghost of Tsushima.
So
That's gonna be one that's gonna be good to play on 4K.
But what are they?
They are poor, restless souls, denied their judgment and their peace.
By what? Did Vanny or magic raise the dead?
It could, once. But this is no spell. This plague of dead is but a symptom of a world out of balance. Something or someone has meddled with powerful forces.
I just finished Stray. That was pretty chill.
That's perfect. Come back up. We're ready now.
A Plague Tale Innocence. It wasn't like
That was impressive.
well, it wasn't high intensity until the end. It was definitely like observe and decide. It was less of a intense like fight game, but you're definitely like there's stress points.
Wait, were the Giants or the Ellis build tier stuff?
Katamari we were talking about earlier. Oh my god, that game is so relaxing and silly.
Before peace disappeared for good.
Nice, nice haul. Hey, where's the mouthy dwarf?
Lyosa.
Your bowstring stopped going.
Its power is now
Abzu.
depleted.
I have not.
Only a few knocks of magic remained in the bowstring, and we used them. Your bow, please. Once you claim the Light of Alfheim, infuse the bowstring with its power. Don't forget.
You talked with
Haven.
with us.
Haven was another one that was pretty relaxing.
Taken to keep me trapped in
Amber and I played through that together on stream.
The gods don't care for me much.
Is this it? It's so dark.
This temple has been
Oh, it's from the Journey guys. Okay,
150 winters. It
definitely
needs
would
only
fall
light
under
of
the
Bifrost to
chill
reawaken.
game.
Those roots don't look like your magic.
They aren't. These roots are part of the Great World Tree and make travel between the realms possible. Approach the table.
How does it work?
You will need this, a Bifrost, to create travel between realms. It can capture, hold, and transfer the Light of Alfheim. Place the Bifrost there.
What now?
Give it a moment. The temple needs time to wake up from its long slumber. It is from this room, and this room
I love the sight of like a train just in there like, oh, what's going on? Hey guys, I can't see. What the
What you
fuck?
see before you represents the temple in which we stand, as well as the realm towers that encircle the Lake of Nine outside. All the realms exist in the same physical space, reflections of each other. These doors, the towers outside, and the 9 realms are all intertwined and coexisting on the branches of the World Tree, separated only by the Bifrost light of Alfheim. This place can focus and control that light.
And is this the World Tree?
Only an artistic representation of it. No, the Yggdrasil is much, much more than this. The Tree of Life is bound to the fate of the world, just as we are bound to it.
Sounds cool.
The tree nourishes our soils.
The dew from its leaves feeds our valleys and rivers. The tree's very existence supports all of creation along its boughs. Its life energy interwoven into the tapestry of life. Birth, growth, death, and rebirth. Every strand transcending time, transcending space. Everything comes back to the tree. So, that's how it works. But I'm guessing you were looking for a more practical answer.
Yes.
Very well. The bridge you pushed outside is currently positioned to lead to the realm of Vanaheim. Instead, turn the wheel to our actual destination, Alfheim.
Wait, is this moving the big bridge outside?
Yes, the wheel turns the bridge, and the bridge aligns to the different realm towers on the lake outside.
Wait, there's no tower on this one.
And that's why realm travel to Jotunheim is impossible. Without a tower for the bridge to lock into, the sequence can't begin. Every realm has a travel room that unlocks the bridge to that realm. I'm giving you the one for Alfheim. Now you can lock in your destination. We're ready.
Let's go to Alfheim!
You don't want to lose that. Now the realm travel bridge will align, and the realm between realms will open. See that giant crystal? Each realm has a corresponding one that focuses and amplifies the power of the Bifrost, opening the bridge to that realm.
Yeah, nice. Sailor Moon, Tuxedo Mask, Giant Fate 01, autograph by Kent Williams. He's done other stuff. I got this.
The Jotunheim Tower.
My friend is Blue Ogre and Chew from YYH. Nice!
Where the tower went and how they moved it remain a mystery.
I hope your interaction with the celebrity went well. Sometimes those can go either way. I got experience to deal with soon.
It didn't work. We're still here.
Follow me.
The Bifrost is dark.
This trip was its last use. There's no going back until it's replenished with the light of Alfheim.
So we are trapped.
Someone of your ability should have little trouble getting back to Midgard.
And we'll be able to make that black breath go away?
With the captured light of Alfheim, yes.
Do that. Okay, what do we got? Just spend all the experience I keep forgetting to spend. Heard good things about Yuri on Ice. I gotta get around to figuring that one out. I'm so far behind on like what I should be watching on anime, and like I'll always get prioritized on it. So like, not too long ago was Attack on Titan. Gotta watch Attack on Titan. And then, you know, recently Spy Cross Family and Chainsaw Man. I just go in and like just singularly grab one or two. So apparently he hasn't had much at all, despite being in the industry. Also talked about the English dub of Age, which he
Welcome to Alfheim, gentlemen.
claims wasn't as freeform as it was. Also, I was really happy to hear that I preferred the English dub in a rare case.
See that
Nice!
light on the horizon?
That's good.
It's housed in the heart of a ring temple. We'll find what we need there. No. Damn it, not yet.
What's happening?
To restore the Bifrost magic, you must step into the light. But be very careful not to get
No!
We're on our own.
She's not dead. Is she?
Not likely. Come.
Look hit this place.
Stay by me. Touch nothing.
I mean, Kratos is just
What is that?
not bothered by any of this. He's just like, I'm so fucking why goddamn these gods and all their bullshit. All of them. Fuck them. Sick of their shit.
I think you killed it. Look up there. Whoa, what's that about?
Not our concern, boy. Focus.
They keep murdering the lighthouse.
It is war. The inner one. The rogue one's lost.
Oh. What are they attacking us for? We didn't do anything.
More will come.
For me to prefer an English dub, it's exclusive to anime
Did you say something?
Carol,
No.
Tuesday, or Cowboy Bebop.
Okay.
Yeah, I've had moments where it's like I've had situations where I've preferred an English dub to the original version.
Another cipher piece.
And it's kind of a 50-50 thing. It's like on one hand it'll be how ridiculous it fits or how well it fits, that sort of situation. So for me, and like it's probably a fucking unpopular opinion, and I understand some people will disagree with me, and I don't care.
Wait, was that Sindri?
I much prefer we just gotta get it in a straight line. The JoJo's Bizarre Adventure English dub. Because they use those really ridiculous, at least for the first season. I haven't caught much in the way of later seasons because me and Amber still have to watch it. But like the ridiculous, overdone British accents are just so fucking hilarious.
Travel, but we dwarves are full of surprises.
That is not an answer.
Ah, hang on to that sense of wonder. There's so little mystery once you've amassed the wealth of arcane knowledge that I have. Where to comb the realms for exotic resources, how to craft them into creations that defy imagination. To the novice, I'm sure it all seems like magic, but... oh, all right. It's magic. Are you happy now?
Oh, I could use a distraction. Probably shouldn't let my brother lay his hands on it again, but if he does, tell him to temper his steel longer. He's warping the bit work.
And what do you have your eye on? I know you'll use it wisely.
And we're back to you.
Damn. I can say an English dub of good. I mean, you gotta go all in on Ghost of Tsushima and like
Who knew?
play it on Kurosawa mode. So fuck color.
Looks amazing. You see my brother again? You just
It is. I'm fucking around because Kurosawa mode was a much later added update that put it in black and white, Japanese with subtitles.
Was there more?
It's definitely like a situation for a second
Be careful
playthrough.
where you're going. There's nobody nice out here anymore since all the people left. I mean, I hate to generalize, but mostly they just try to kill you.
Good tip.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I just gotta pop to the washroom. Alright. I kind of like this one. Excuse me? God damn it. Alright, we need to get over here and line it up. Bam. it's more. It's funny watching a little girl yell in Japanese.
say?
Versus God
I
blows
said
up
nothing.
Italians for every minute.
Really? Okay.
Japanese dubbed through boys, and it's kind of hilarious.
Did your mother speak of this realm?
Not much. Just that since the elves are always fighting over the light, we kept them isolated.
Yoink. Let's drop those cooldowns a bit.
Huh?
Again, I said nothing.
Weird. Could have sworn you said something.
What is it, boy?
Uh-oh.
Voices! You don't hear that?
Nope.
I hear nothing.
It's going away now. It was screaming. Lots of voices. Angry. You really didn't hear that?
No.
It felt evil.
Has there ever been a more appropriate place for the phrase, "Damn, son"? Actually, if this is the direction I'm supposed to go, you don't go to the direction you're supposed to go. You go to the directions that are in the other areas, just to be sure you're not missing anything fun or important or unlockable. But it looks like we're pretty safe to go. No one. Atreus screams, "Oh my god, I can hear everybody!" Like, what the fuck's the matter with you? Titanfall 2 for 2 cents. Is that because Titanfall 3 is about to come out?
Look! Should we try talking to them?
No.
But maybe they need help.
They do not stop us, so they do not concern us.
But
They
maybe...
do not concern us.
Honestly, if I didn't have like an amazing credit card, I'd be like, isn't that going to cost me more in fees? Is there micro? I mean, it's EA. That's a stupid question, but it is also Respawn. I know they're usually pretty well behaved for shit like microtrans. Usually is the word I am using.
What does it ask?
Without me or within me, death is sure. Yet within you, I am life most pure. But I don't see any runes around here.
Oh, we must find it. Back to the boat.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Titanfall is one of those games that, like, they look so good, look so fun, and then I get into them like, oh my god, I suck at this. Because I have just, I don't know if I'm aged out of online FPS or what it is, but
Child, enough. Stories are for the boat. We must focus.
where the hell did I leave my axe? I do that so often in this game. Wonder where the fuck I left my axe. Only ever have an interest in single player for games like that. I'm pretty distinctly anti-COD, FIFA, Battlefield. Yeah, honestly, I do prefer like the single players on those. I fell off of COD after the first Black Ops, so I've been out of that environment for a while. Uh-huh. Oh, I think I need to be on the other side of that. Oh my god. Oh no, we gotta go from there. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh my god. Got him. Hey. The only sports games I buy are like Mario sports games. Like Mario Golf, Mario Kart, Mario Strikers. Or like silly sports games. I can't take I can't get into serious sports games. Like, well, Rocket League falls under silly to me. It's car soccer. Or car football. Actually, that's just car bumper ball. It's not really football. You're not really using a foot now, are you? But yeah, it's car soccer. Car soccer is a silly concept. I would not qualify that as like a serious sports game.
In war, a soldier sees beauty only in the blood of his enemy. The rest of him is lost, sometimes never to return.
That is some Conan philosophy, and I am here for it.
Don't you?
Wars are fought for 2 things, survival or advantage. Battles may be won by the better soldier.
The blue door! That's gotta be the entrance. Let's go!
Careful, boy.
What are they doing? The bridge is up. He covered the crystal with that stuff. Why?
To prevent reinforcements.
How many of these guys are there? I'm gonna die. Nah, I wanted to hit the other one. I mean, okay. Conceptually, yes. Sports are silly, but like, when I say a silly sport or a silly sport game, it's a take on a game that is not that game. Because people do take that shit seriously. I think that was kind of the conceit that I was implying, but...
Maybe we can fix the bridge from down there?
But sports is one of those things, like, you either like it or you fucking hate it. There's no middle ground on it. Gotcha.
What is their problem with us?
We do not belong here.
Wait, combined together like that, they kind of look like a room. It doesn't make sense.
Come, back to the sand bowl.
But yeah, the conceptualization of baseball must have been the most, like, just being a fly on the wall of that room. So I'm going to get a stick. I'm going to hit a ball. Okay. But somebody's going to throw the ball to another guy. I'm going to be in the middle with the stick. Pretty sure cricket would have been first, right? Like, American football was based on somebody saw rugby and said, I want to do that, but not that. And then over time, they had to change the rules because their changes in the rules led to death, but they wanted to maintain their change in the rules and shit like that.
What does it ask?
Without me or within me, death is sure. Yet within you, I am life most pure. Yep, it's water, all right.
Boy!
Need some aspirin, kid?
It was the voices again, but different voices. Less angry. They were asking for help.
We are here for the light. I do not care who they are, nor what they want.
You never care about anything.
You have something to say?
No. Luger. What's happening? Whoa! Look what we found! Father?
Yes.
The voices I heard. It was hard to make out, but way in the back I'm pretty sure I heard Mother.
That is not possible.
But I know what I heard.
Atreus, enough.
He looks different. Look at those horns.
Behind me, boy.
That can't be good.
Got you. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I'm going to be doing the same thing with, or I'm going to be playing Trek to Yomi, but I am at some point planning to play Ghost of Tsushima in Kurosawa mode. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be tricky.
Be ready.
What? Hope that was worth it.
What? Oh. Backstory for Kratos. I don't think so. So you're gonna give me just the one? Okay, I don't know how. There's no way to get through. Okay. No. Okay. Technically have to. Can we just step over this? Just don't want to? Yeah, I don't blame you. My legs are pretty shit too, Kratos. Oh, you might be right.
Can we keep moving?
I didn't think about that. See if that works. Throw it here. Come here. Come to me, my axe! And it goes around everything. What the fuck, bro? There we go. Oh, really? Oh. That's alright. I didn't do much since then. We're not missing out on much. Thank you, Atreus. Brief stun lock was enough. What do we got here?
Think that side hallway will get us to the temple?
We will find out.
Now, before we do... Oh. Of course. Just do it with my hands. I don't give a fuck. No!
Very tricky.
Give it to me. While the apple in my eye. Alright, now we can actually probably progress here. It would be a good way to end this series. Just kind of have Kratos. Here is where I would envision what you're talking about. And I kind of you might disagree. That's fine. In pro wrestling, we call this fantasy booking.
Boy, speak no more of this.
So, the way I see how that might work is that after this one, other gods start to get the idea like, hey, how long until this Kratos guy fucking becomes our problem, right? Maybe we should, be a little bit more proactive about it. So Kratos, after the whatever happens in Ragnarok, is just being quiet, minding his own damn business, somewhere else, with or without Atreus, whatever their direction they would go. But at this point, Egyptian gods and hey, you motherfucker, give me my kid back. Yeah, so the gods are being a little bit more proactive about this Kratos asshole. That would make a ton of sense. The irony of the guy with wings that was flying a minute ago. Now what do we... Are we waiting for somebody here? Oh, here it is.
Hold on, boy! Fight!
This is what we all know. God of Wars. Smooshing a button to make the thing go to do the thing. Gotcha. Well, yeah. It's not a bad idea, and it's an idea that would be interesting to see if they could execute.
All the way across here. Too bad the witch's bowstring doesn't work anymore.
I tried anyway. I just tried to press triangle. I am not playing Elden Ring. God damn it. Oh, where's your friend? Huh. Can't get across there, so we gotta go. Okay, fine, we'll go. There's gotta be some gods in other mythologies that are just tired of everybody else's shit, right?
She knew what she was doing.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was bad.
If we cut enough away, the bridge above us should reappear.
Right.
Expect resistance.
Right.
I'm gonna say there's a way just up, right? Go.
Enemies ahead!
I love catching him on the swing back, man. Ooh, ooh.
We can use it against them!
Oof.
Tell me when.
Fuck. I keep forgetting to call back my axe. I'm pretty bad about that. I love the body check.
Almost there. Only 2 left.
A tough fight.
Fragment Heart of Alfheim reduces all damage from. Oh, it's an enchantment. Chant you. I don't know. Part of me wants to say there will be a third one, but
Well, there it is.
Run your back, boy.
I mean, you're hoping for a little much.
You're freezing at first. Stop.
We must find a way
A
out.
big part of it too is like he hasn't wanted to fight this entire time, right? And this he kind of keeps getting forced into these positions.
Oh, guess the light makes more than bridges. Maybe this will spit us out on top.
He's just trying to maintain his privacy, and the gods got nosy.
Look, the blue door. We made it. You know, I will never get used to walking on solid light.
Like, yeah, if they're gonna lead to a third one, it's because Odin steps in, but then Thor's gonna be a little pissed about how that ends. And then the third one is hopefully Kratos. I mean, maybe it'll be like, hey, you're allowed to show mercy, you're allowed to not show mercy at the end of this fight.
Doors do not open.
Hello? I don't get it. Why even have a door then? Hello?
Come, we will find another way in. The dwarf again.
Sindri? Hey,
This way.
Hey, Sindri. Could you take a look at this?
Honestly, I don't have much else going on right now. I can do whatever you need.
Oh, that's crafting. I don't want to craft. Well, we'll just do all that. Can't upgrade that yet.
And for you?
Can't upgrade that yet. More arrows. I mean, it ends with just most of the Pantheon alive and kind of end in a positive way. Yeah, I should end. I mean, maybe Kratos beats him into the Odin sleep.
Until we meet again, my friends.
So he doesn't so much die as it is takes the extended nap.
Of course.
Or, oh my god, that's why I'm yawning like a fucker.
Focus up, boy.
Right, I need this. Oh my god, thank you, Atreus. You did something goddamn useful. Murder Odin. Thor wants to avenge the other gods, don't want to deal with it. Thor goes off and talks. Actually, maybe murders a few other gods himself. Off or good. Gods actually do Ragnarok, or Thor is spared, fails.
Whoa!
The measuring contest was Kratos, and he's talked into letting things be. They fight into a stalemate, and it's like, we gotta stop this. Look at all this shit we're fucking up. Alright.
Can you read it?
Sir. From darkness, keep safe the light.
You've gone too far, Skander. You're too far down the rabbit hole now. I'm gonna have to stop you. I'm also gonna have to stop me, because it's bedtime for me. Oh, big baby boy, and I need to go to bed. So. Yeah, you have a good night. Tomorrow I'm back on the Dark Souls 2 exercise bike train. And then come Wednesday, we're going to be starting a non-exercise run of Bloodborne. I haven't had a chance to get through that without exercise being involved, so to see if I still enjoy that one as well. In the meantime, I'm yawning my ass off. Everybody have yourselves a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow.